So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to give you a run through on my home recording setup and my studio slash spare bedroom. Let's go. So as you can see, come into the spare bedroom, studio, however you want to call it. First thing I've got here is basically just a great big rack right there. Flip this camera around. Basically it's storage for everything. These are all my parts for my Jazzmaster that's in the middle of getting built. All these little boxes have got guitar strings, cables, camera stuff. Some more boxes, coffee filters, Kemper bag. And these I've got cables, pedal boxes, my books, some nice bottles of whiskey that aren't to be opened, my camera bag, mic stands. Now we'll get round guitar rack, amp, Kemper, pedalboard case below the Kemper, board, really bright photo light, and then my desk setup. I've got my two Tannoy 402 monitors. I've got my Focusrite Scarlett 18i8 with the 4 mic pre's in the front. Just a monitor so I can plug my MacBook there. And that's basically how the studio is set up. So this tends to be the angle that when I'm filming videos, I've got the window in front of me, I've got a video LED panel here to the side. I've normally got that lamp in the background on and sometimes another light behind me just to give me a bit of a background depth. Now, the way I've got it set up, my desk's here, my pedal board's in front of me and my Kemper's off to the side. Normally this just gives me the best workflow for being able to pick up a guitar from here, start recording, have the board at my feet and have the Kemper there in case I need to tweak. I've just found it to be the quickest way. I used to have where the bookshelf is, my desk used to be there, my amps used to be down in this corner, and for me it was just a really slow workflow having to go over, tweak, go back to the seat or go back and forth. It may seem a small space, but to be able just to swing around and have everything at my fingertips was exactly what I'm needing. 9 times out of 10 I am just using in-ears, sometimes I'm using my monitors. Basically my monitors, they're a bit small, I'm basically just using them for a bit of playback and for practice. 9 times out of 10 I've got my, where are they? 64 audio in-ears. These are old V6S's, so they're 6 driver in-ears. That I use for live and also for recording. Now, I know some people will say that recording with in-ears isn't a true representation of the sound, but 9 times out of 10 it gets me there. I've got cons, but I paid a load of money for in-ears, so I'm just going to use them as much as I can. Again, I don't really do much mixing here, so I don't really have acoustic treatment on the walls at all. I'm really just recording stuff and sending it off. It's really just, the space just does what I need it to do. My monitors are on stands. That was just to get them up at ear level instead of them being down on a desk like blasting at my chest. And that's about it. I've got a webcam up on the wall for when I do any consultation things or just for Zoom calls. It's just blue tacked. Yeah, it's just blue tacked to the wall, which is a bit ghetto, but it works. I got some nice P&Co prints and just a decent size screen from Argos. So as you can probably tell, my desk setup, being in front of the window gives me natural light when I work, but most of the time when I'm filming and recording, and normally filming and recording at the same time, it's normally dark just now in Scotland because we are still in the dead of winter, and it's dark come 4 p.m, so the light is kind of just there. The light in the window is kind of just there, and as you can see, I've got a little windowsill that I normally place a tripod on when I'm filming. A little candle for if it's not smelling a bit nice. And so basically, that is how the studio is, or workspace is kind of set up. 9 times out of 10 I'm recording how I did in my pedalboard video, so if you want to know, check it out. Basically, I'm just bored in, dry effects the front of the camper, wet effects in a stereo loop, out into my Scarlett 18i8, and then into Logic. I normally record everything dry because I'm normally sending it off to a producer or someone who's mixing it and might want to add effects post, so I don't add any plugins in Logic or any EQ or compression in Logic. I just leave it how they come out the camper. Normally give it a couple of takes, whether that's double tracking guitars. It really just depends on the song. But if you want to know song specifics, how I go into recording different parts, or if you want to maybe let me know if you'd like to hear about a video about how I record certain parts on guitar, give me a shout in the comments below. Again, thanks guys for watching. Give it a like, share it, do all the good stuff. Catch you guys in the next one.